Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Score is treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or I'm dead. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jury code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it soldier chills. My jury code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Dublin Shamrocks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23.
Yellow. Drop deep. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your brum, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, engine drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the Dublin Shamrocks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Hello, I'm the little lady. 50 to Mike. Come on, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, Mexico. Say, Go.
Here's Love. Looking deep for Hilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
On 3rd down, Wilkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch the curl.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Yellow, on the line. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. 15.
Check safety, check safety. What?
Easy.
Check 4, check 4.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. C6.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a man open ripping down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Luck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Switch. I got you, baby. I got you.
Quo. Buzz.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Go, Mike. Go. Rise, 40. Hey, let's go. 11.
Watch the flag.
Hey, exit.
Block. Check the backer. Go. Mike 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
this ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. Dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know we my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Dublin Shamrocks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Yellow. On the line, right? 15. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got a man, complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut and flip. Cut and flip. We got three, fellas. We got three.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant.
Now Lund. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily.
And this is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jordan Wilkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You got nothing to that. You got nothing. Attack, attack. Sunday.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Love. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
11 feet. Line 51, line 50. Hey, Zoo. Strip that ball. 51's a mark. 51.
Luck on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
It's caught here by Adams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, That's the one that bothers me more.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Locke. Here as he's taken down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it here with Wilkins, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey, echo.
Here's Luck. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He wants it all for the... And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Broz's on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11 Z. Hey, Delta. 51, Mike 51. Let's go.
Here's Locke. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, here's Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
There he goes left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20, 10, touchdown! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Luck now to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd and 12, Luck, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Luck. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic, you know.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
11 Z. Hey, let's go. I'm coming for you, son. 11. Sponge. Hey, Charlie. No. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made by Hilton. And touchdown! That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. Malik Jackson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll let it go on the run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing now, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Mexico, 11B. Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck completes it to Aguilar. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
No, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They run again with Hunt. Nice little juke. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Get in the weight room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus."
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. play. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite. Long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag.